Hi everyone, so we're going to be practicing subtraction today for a second day. But today I really want to focus on how you can subtract across zeros. So what I mean by that is when the top number has a lot of zeros in it, it can be a little bit trickier to do some subtracting. So I'm going to show you guys how we can do that with a few examples. So in this first example, we're going to try 502,001 minus 301,438. And as you guys know, we always start in the ones place. So looking at 1 minus 8, can I do that? You should be thinking, no, I can't, because 1 is too small to take 8 away. So you guys know the step to look next door to the number. But if you'll notice, the number next door to the left is a 0. And so that means we can't regroup the 0 because there's nothing to take from it and to give to the ones. So we're going to go to the number next door again. And it happens to be a 0 again. So what do? We're going to go all the way to the next number until we find a number that has a value to it. So here we have a 2. 2 has value to it, it's not a 0. So we're going to regroup the 2. So we're going to cross it off, make it 1 less than what it was. So it'll be a 1. Now, in order for us to give it to the ones place, we can't just jump all the way to the ones place. What we're going to have to do is work our way back. So it can only give to the number right next door to it, to the right. So if we're going to give it to the 0, it would become a 10. But that still doesn't help me subtract the ones. So in order to do that, we need to regroup again. So we're going to regroup the 10, make it a 9. So again, 1 less than what it was. And it can only give to the number to the right of it. So now this 0 is going to become a 10. That still doesn't help me subtract the ones. So I have to now regroup again. Regroup the 10, make it a 9. Now I'm going to give that to the ones place. Oops, I almost made a 10. So now it's 11. 11 minus 8. We can finally subtract. But see how we had to work our way back to the ones place? I couldn't just jump from here to here. I had to regroup in order to get back to the ones place. A quick trick, what you could do instead of changing it to a 10, and then changing it to a 9, changing it to a 10, changing it to a 9. Sometimes I just tell students, why don't you just make the zeros 9s, because you know you're going to turn it into a 9 anyway. So it kind of is skipping a step if you just automatically know to turn it into a 9. All right, so now I can subtract 11 minus 8. Hopefully you're doing that in your head with me. And you should have got 3. All right, 9 minus 3. Hopefully you're doing that in your head. And hopefully you got 6. 9 minus 4. 9 minus 4. Hopefully you got 5. I'm going to put my comma in so I don't forget. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 minus 0 stays a 0. And then 5 minus 3 is 2. So our answer is 200,563. All right. So now I'm going to take it a step farther, make it a little harder. And in this second problem, there's a few more zeros. So we have 38,000. We're going to subtract 29,437. So starting in the ones, always in the ones, I can't do 0 minus 7. I can't regroup from this 0. I also can't regroup from this 0. So I'm going to go to the 8 and regroup from the 8, make it 1 less than what it was, so it's 7. And I'm going to do that trick like I told you guys before. I already know I'm going to turn this into a 10, then turn it into a 9, turn this into a 10, turn it into a 9. So I might as well just turn them into 9s. And then the ones can finally now be a 10. 10 minus 7 is 3. 9 minus 3 is 6. 9 minus 4 is 5. 7 minus 9. Uh-oh. 7 is smaller than 9, so I can't do that. So I'm going to have to regroup again. From the 3, make it a 2. Now this is 17 minus 9. 17 minus 9 is, hopefully you're thinking 8. And then 2 minus 2 is 0, so we wouldn't have to put anything. So our answer is 8,563. I'm going to do one more with you guys, the hardest of all. Look at all those zeros. It looks scary, right? But if you do the trick that I showed you, just turning them all into 9s, except for the last one, because that one we turn into a 10 here, then it makes it a little easier. So 0 minus 4, I can't do that. So I have to go all the way to 6 because all of these are all zeros. Those don't help me, right? So I'm going to regroup the 6, make it a 5. All of these would regroup to 10s and then turn into 9s. So do that trick and just turn them all into 9s. Just to kind of skip a step, it makes it a little bit easier to then writing all those 10s and then turning them all into 9s. And then the 1s finally turns into a 10. So we brought it down, brought it down, brought it down, brought it down all the way to the 1s. Now I can subtract 10 minus 4 is 6, 9 minus 6 is 3, 9 minus 1 is 8, comma, 9 minus 2 is 7, 9 minus 4 is 5, and then 5, we're just going to bring it down because there's nothing there to subtract. There's no 100,000s place. So our answer is 557,863. So that's how you subtract across zeros. Hopefully this video helped. And now you guys can go work on the exit slip that's attached to this lesson to practice subtracting across zeros.